Have you ever lost someone you love and you wanted more conversation? One more chance to make things on track? If so, then you know you can go your whole life collecting days. What would you do if you could spend one more day with a lost loved one?
The characters in For One More Day by Mitch Albom are Charlie Chick Beneto. He is the protagonist and a former baseball player who struggled with regret and failure in life. Second is Pussy Beneto, Chick's mother who appears to him after her death and guides him through the story. Third is Len Beneto, Chick's father whose abandonment greatly affects Chick's life and choices. Lastly is Maria Beneto Lang, Chick's daughter who he wishes to reconnect with.
This philosophical novel For One More Day by Mitch Albom is a touching story about loss, forgiveness, and how important spending time with your family is. At his lowest point, he spent one more day with his mother, who had already passed away, and she became a guide to understand the preciousness of life and the depth of her love and sacrifices for him. It was first published on September 26, 2006, narrated by Maria Beneto Lang, the daughter of Chick Beneto, who is the main character of the story.
The story of Charles Chick Beneto. In the early chapters of the book, Chick Beneto is a former baseball player who experiences depression in his career, finances, and family and becomes an alcoholic deprived. After Chick's baseball career ends, he struggles to find work and his marriage collapses. When he receives a letter from his daughter Maria telling him that she's married, he realizes he no longer has a relationship with his family and attempts to end his life, but he did not succeed. He drives to his hometown and causes an accident. When he wakes up, he finds himself in the baseball field where he played as a child. In front of him stands his mother, who has been dead for 10 years. They went to their old house, the one where he'd grown up. There, they resumed their old routines, just like in the good old days. They shared breakfast, talked about life, and Chick discovered his mother's struggle and felt the depth of her love, a love he'd previously doubted. But then, he woke up and returned to where he had the car accident. After what happened, he decided to make a fresh start and fix things. Unexpectedly, however, he died of a sudden stroke.
The story flows well overall, but some parts are confusing because of a sudden transition. The ending wasn't what I expected. I thought after his realization, he'd get a fresh start with his family, return to work, and finally bond with his grandchild. But that's not how it turned out.
I love how detailed the story is. It truly showcases a mother's unwavering love for her child. No matter the challenges, she always chooses what's the best for her child. And it's heartbreaking, but at the same time, it's beautiful to see. The story leads us to tears because there are scenes in the story we related to, such as the scene where his mother defended her child in the library against the librarian, who belittled his reading ability. Then, there's another scene where the mother patiently helped her child with their homework. She demonstrated it to him and explained it in a way that he can understand better.
Somehow, I found the story unrealistic. The premise of seeing a long dead person felt unrealistic. Although, I appreciate the emotional intent. I generally prefer different types of narratives. Moreover, this story have a lot of emotion ongoing, to be honest. The things that I don't really like about the story is most of the story have a messy and terrible plot. I know that the story is unpredictable and based on real life experience, but based how the story went in the story is actually confusing.
In my side, I like how the mother Pussy Beneto treats her son in the story because of how kind and caring she is toward her son. On the other hand, I kinda don't like the personality of the father because of how badly he mistreated his son and also his wife. Moreover, this story reminds us to cherish the days and time we spend with the one we love in our life because you'll never know when they'll be there and when they won't be.